Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. Super hot peppers and top hottest peppers in the world like Carolina Reapers, ghost peppers, habaneros, scorpions have a well-earned reputation for being finicky to germinate. They typically germinate in 7 to 21 days and sometimes it takes longer. But in this video, I'll show you how to germinate super hot pepper seeds indoors fast using simple tricks and tips. These tips are also applicable to most difficult to germinate seeds like bell peppers and the like. Alright beautiful people, let me just show you first the seeds that we're going to grow this year. So these are mostly new varieties that we're going to grow this year. I have finalized with 51 varieties of hottest chili peppers in the world and 15 varieties of paprikas, bell peppers. And we have over 100 varieties in our collection. However, we cannot accommodate all these varieties as we have 388 total varieties for this growing season. I want everything to be organized since we're growing lots of varieties, so I want to make sure that each has name tags. But this is for the soaking of our seeds in chamomile tea. So why chamomile tea? Because it acts to soften the seed shell. It stimulates the seeds to break down quicker and germinate sooner. That's why we're gonna soak it in chamomile tea for 12 hours. And you can see here, these are the little glasses that I'm going to use for soaking them. It also has antibacterial properties and these seeds are very difficult to germinate, so we need a little booster for them to, give a quick start for them to wake them up that it's time to wake up, it's time to grow. And this method is very effective and many people have tried this and have tried this as well in other seeds that I planted. And this is very helpful for the hot peppers since they're really hard to germinate. And you see here I put chamomile in all the glasses. And this is a lukewarm chamomile. So you have to make sure it's not also super hot, just lukewarm. And have it wait for 12 hours. It can be 12 to 24 hours for chilies, but I prefer to do it for 12 hours. And you can also just have the warm water, whatever you prefer, but for me, chamomile is the most effective one. And it's the most accessible one in our area. But this one I'm using is homemade chamomile. We do it at home. And we make chamomile tea. And by the way, we live in Bosnia and Herzegovina. It's a 4-season country and we only have a short time to grow outdoors, warm days. So we need to make sure we need to start indoors. And we have to do it 8 to 12 weeks before the last frost. And our safest date to plant outside is on 15th of May. And so that's why we need to start this seeds indoors, especially the hot chili peppers. We need to start indoors so they reach maturity by the end of the season. Later this year also, we're gonna make a video on how to overwinter or how to save our chilies for the next year since we can save our chilies for the following year. You can see here the recycled materials that we're going to use for our seed starters. My husband drilled the holes so we can have proper irrigation of our seeds, of our seedlings, and I put here the name tags. You can see it here. What are the chilies that we're growing this year? We need to make sure to put the names so we're not gonna get confused which is which, and it's very important, especially that we are growing lots of varieties. These are all recycled materials. I also divided it into two. Since we have 51 varieties, I need to make sure that I'm going to be able to have a space for them. So for now, since these are just seed starters, we can accommodate them doing this way. Later, we will need to transplant them in bigger pots. And you will see here, I will divide them to two portions in here. I have 5 to 10 seeds in each varieties. And here my husband put the potting mix soil. So this is just a seed starter soil, the potting mix that you usually buy in the garden center. And it's moist. We have to use moist soil to start the seeds. After 12 hours, here's now our seeds soaked in chamomile tea. Now it's ready for sowing. Okay, let's go. Alright, so we're gonna do this thing, putting this seeds here, showing the seeds. We have to one by one put carefully all the seeds in here, so you can use your hands, but beware that this is, I'm using very hot chili pepper varieties. I should have used gloves because it's really super spicy and it's hard to remove the spiciness after doing this. But please, can you, if you can find us thin gloves, you can use it. And also you have to have proper spacing when growing this, so I have arranged it well so it's easy for me to identify, since we have put the name tags over this seeds on the side, and proper spacing like this, and it should be on top like this, and we'll just cover it with a little dirt afterwards we finish this. And I use here a pen just to press them down. It's easier this way and it's effective this way. And also, by the way, we have used boiled water when cleaning this potting mix. So before we planted this, we have cleaned the potting mix with the boiled water just to kill off some microbes, if there are some eggs of some microbes or some pests in the soil, if it's oiled soil. So just to make sure that it will prevent any diseases of our plants when they started to grow. And here you need to cover them like this, just like that, and spritz it with a spray water bottle. So just like that, because you can wash off if you use the regular cups and watering. And now I'm gonna cover it with this plastic, and make sure also to please make these holes, tiny holes in the plastic cover. It will act as a greenhouse, but we need oxygen for our plants, our seeds to also germinate, so they need also oxygen. So we need to make some openings so they will have humidity inside. They like this thing. So here it's planted March 5th 2023. There you go, they're all ready. Morning, this is day 2 of our seedlings. See, their little greenhouse is moisting. I just want to show this. Look, day 2, the next day, look what happened. There's already a sprout. Look, so fast. You see, it's just second day, day 2. There's already a sprout. Yay! Today is March 13 and I planted this March 5, 8 days after. So I'll let you see the progress of our chili. Okay, just let me open this. Oh, you see? They started sprouting. Get bigger, bigger. Now, since they already sprouted, I need to remove this like mini greenhouse cover because they need sunlight now that they're already open, that they're already sprouted. Wow, they grow. Sofija said, wow, they're growing. Yes, they're growing, attitude.
Wow!
Wow. Nato. Yeah. Wow.
No pipat. Small letter.
Yeah. Look.
Okay.
Bravo.
When we wait a lot long like this, it will be too big like this.
Yes, attitude. So here. And all of them, we will open all of them. And the most important trick and effective trick is to put our seed starters in the bottom mat or heat mat. But then we don't have that available in my place, in our house. So we're just gonna use an alternative, which is the radiator of our home. This is what we use for heating, but it's very effective. You can place it there. So you see, 8 days after, they have grown really well. There's already so many seedlings in here. So we have to wait for the rest. But see, hot chili peppers takes at least 21 days and even more. But now look, on our day 11, you can see here how they're growing, and in just 11 days there's many of them that has sprouted, and we're still waiting for the rest, but I think this is not bad for 11 days period. So I think this is working really well, and I hope you can also try this and hope this works for you as well. Hope this video is helpful for you. And if you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments. And once again, you can use this method and technique using the hard to germinate seeds as well. And when you seeds do not, by the way, need light to germinate, so you can put the tray whenever it is warm until they sprout, and once they come up, get them under lights. So need to put them under lights as soon as possible, and you can do it on the windows as long as there's direct light. We don't have grow lights, so we're just putting here in the window. Once your seeds have sprouted, you can reduce the temperature and make sure the seedlings are getting enough light every day. And you have to also remove the cover that we use as mini greenhouse. Possible also if you can have 29 degrees at least of temperature to keep them started when you start the seeds indoors. And please only water when needed to avoid dumping off. I think we've covered everything, beautiful people. Hope you find this video helpful, and see you in our next video.